Good evening, everybody. JDev has returned once again to give you exactly what you want, which of course would be more of me, my amazing backdrop that's behind me, giving you my thoughts, my opinions, and hopefully in this video, some award-winning expert analysis on another Walking Dead subject. Since we just finished Season 9 of The Walking Dead, I thought it was very important to update all my Walking Dead stuff, my characters, my favorite episodes, my favorite seasons, all that stuff and more. Top 10 episodes from Season 9, all that stuff. So in this particular video, what I'm going to be doing is ranking my favorite season of The Walking Dead. From least favorite season, which I like the seasons, all of them, but my least favorite one, to my favorite season of The Walking Dead. But before I go into those details, there's a couple things I need to cover. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, especially if you haven't yet. Thumb up the video if you like it. If you don't, you can thumb it down, but I'm sure some people will. And then if you're on Facebook, go ahead and give this a like and leave a comment. Give me a comment of what your favorite seasons are. You don't have to rank them all in order, but let's say your top 3 favorite seasons. And of course, you can argue your opinions, because I'm sure we're not going to agree on this. I've given this a lot of thought, and I've switched some things up on this. So, and also, if you're not caught up with The Walking Dead right now, and you don't want any spoilers, then you probably shouldn't watch this video, because I'm going to go into details, quick details, but I'm going to be covering some things really quick that will spoil some things in the episode. So, you've all been warned. So, counting down my favorite seasons of The Walking Dead, coming in at number 9, a lot of you will disagree with this, Season 4 of The Walking Dead. My reason why: the beginning of the season was really slow and kind of out of place. The middle of the season, that episode, Too Far Gone, that was amazing. Herschel getting decapitated. Well, I didn't really like that much. And then the governor eventually dying. That was a solid episode. And then you have the middle of it after that, which was a lot of walking to Terminus and more walking. And then the end of the season got better, but it ended on a cliffhanger. So really the only good episode, in my opinion, would be Too Far Gone. And then second, I guess I'd have to give it to Interment. The episode where almost everybody is away from the prison and the only one left to fend off any, the sickness thing and walkers would be Herschel. And Herschel has this great speech: if you take your drink of water, you risk your life. Whatever the whole thing is. Great speech by Scott Wilson. So, Season 4, I know you'll disagree, is my least favorite season. And I love it, but it's my least favorite season. Very weak beginning, in my opinion. Number 8 on the list, Season 1 of The Walking Dead. Obviously, Season 1 only has 6 episodes. That has a lot to do with it. It wasn't strong enough. The pilot episode, Days Gone By, was amazing. And then the rest of it was okay. I think they could have done a little bit more in the season finale, but it was still good. So Season 1, because of the lack of episodes, comes in at number 8. Number 7, a lot of you will disagree with this and think this one should be lower. A lot of you think this is the worst season of The Walking Dead, and I can see why. Season 8 of The Walking Dead. The ratings for Season 8 of The Walking Dead really tanked. But I think it's a really good season. There's a lot of action in this season, and there's a lot of stuff that happens. They should have spaced out the action a little bit better, and not had every episode have a lot of action in it. Not every episode had a lot of action, but most of them did. I mean, there's a lot of things that happened in Season 8 that I really like. The return of Morales, finally, after 90-some episodes of being away. The death of Carl. The first fight between Negan and Rick, like hand-to-hand fight. The season is just amazing, and it has its moments. I can understand why people don't like it, but I really do like it. I think the end of the season was a little lackluster, but there's a reason why that was lackluster, because they knew ahead of time who was leaving the show, and I think that had to do with it. But Morales returning, Carl dying, which was crazy in itself, I have to put this at number 7. Number 6 on my list, which this season has actually went down a little bit, Season 3 of The Walking Dead. Of course, that's the season where they're at the prison. The premiere of the season, Seed, was great. Excellent episode. One of my favorites of all time. Top 20 for sure. The mid-season finale was okay. I think it's Made to Suffer. That was pretty good. And the finale was a crap fest. I hated the finale of Season 3. The end of the season could have been so much better and it had so much potential. But right after Clear ended, the episode where Rick, Carl, and Michonne go to Atlanta, and then they find Morgan, from after that episode, it got lamer and lamer and lamer. The beginning of the season was really good with, Seed. Killer Within was crazy as shit, with the death of T-Dog saving Carol and the death of Lori, one of the worst characters of Walking Dead ever. But unfortunately, that's not enough. They really, really dropped the ball with the end of the season. It could have been so much better. They could have ended the Governor storyline in that season and had it be so much more crazier. What if the season finale of season 3 was too far gone instead of the mid-season finale of season 4? That may have been the best season of The Walking Dead. But it's probably bad writing by Glenn Mazzara because he went through so much material. But still a great season. Just number 6 on my list. Number 5. This one's a little higher up than people would expect. Season 7. That started the ratings decline from the first episode of Season 7. After that, the ratings started going down, 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 down. But if you look at the season, the first episode was amazing, obviously, with the death of Abraham and Glenn. The mid-season finale of Season 7, I think that was a really good episode, too, with Negan going back to Alexandria, telling Spencer that he has no guts, and then killing him, and then telling somebody to kill somebody else, and a rat happens to kill Olivia, who was a pointless character, in my opinion. And then you have the season finale, which I thought was really good, too, with Negan going back to Alexandria. The war kind of started in that episode. The kingdom saves the day after the junkyard people double-crossed the survivors at Alexandria. And then Negan says, oh, he's got a tiger, and the widow's back. And it was hilarious stuff. But Season 7 is very underrated. It has a lot of good episodes. Sing Me a Song, where Carl ends up at the sanctuary, and then Negan kind of hangs out with him and kind of gives him advice and whatnot. That was a great episode. Very underrated. And then, yeah, that's 4 really good episodes in that season. And of course, you had the duds in that season. What is it? Season 706, I think. That's where we find out what Heath and Tara did after Not Tomorrow Yet from Season 6. Yeah, that was crap. And then, of course, you have 703, which was the episode where Daryl hangs out in his cell listening to Easy Street for a lot of the episode. Okay, I know why people don't like Season 7, but I think there's a lot of good stuff in Season 7, and it's very, very underrated. Number 4 on my list, another season that's higher up than people think it should be, Season 2. The reason why Season 2 is high on this list at the 4th spot, the premiere was amazing. What Lies Ahead, with all the people hiding under the cars, that's crazy. The mid-season finale, which is pretty much dead already, where Sophia comes out of the barn after Shane releases all the Herschel's friends or relatives that were infected. Then they kill them all, and then at the end Sophia comes out, and then Rick shoots her, and then Daryl has to come comfort Carol. That was crazy. And the finale, Beside the Dying Fire, was pretty crazy in my opinion too. Even the episodes before that, Better Angels, the death of Shane, that was pretty damn good. Now the one before that, Judge, Jury, and Executioner, Dale dies, which I'm not too happy about. Damn You, Carl. So that wasn't that good. And then you had 18 Miles Out, which had the first fight between Rick and Shane. That was an awesome episode. Season 2, I'm telling you, was awesome. It had its slow moments. The part where the walker's in the well and Glenn goes down. That was the first episode of The Walking Dead I ever watched. It was like Chirapatra or whatever the hell it's called. And then you had the one episode where Lori has a secret, and it was like a soap opera. But other than that stuff, Season 2 was really, really good. Number 3 on my list, and here's where it gets really hard. Season 5, and I really like Season 5. It had some really good episodes to start. The middle was a little weak, and the end could have been better, but the beginning of Season 5 was crazy. No Sanctuary. You have a bunch of the surviving group, Rick, Glenn, Bob, and somebody else I'm forgetting. Daryl. How could I forget about Daryl? They're tied up. They have people clobbering clubbing people with baseball bats and then slitting their throats. And it's getting close to Glenn, foreshadowing. And then Carol saves the day with that big explosion. Eventually, Carol and the survivors get reunited. Daryl, too. They hug. Very touching moment. Rick gets reunited with Judith. Well, Carl and Rick get reunited with Judith. And then Tyrese and Sasha reunite. So that was just a crazy episode. And then, if you watch the whole episode, there's an end credit scene with somebody on the road to Terminus, and it's fucking Morgan. I went ballistic for that moment. I remember watching that live, being so excited. So excited. I almost want to do the Saved by the Bell thing. I'm so excited. No. So that was crazy. And then they have a couple good episodes after that. You know, more fallout from the Terminus people. That crazy episode where they slaughter all the Terminus people with Rick's uses the red machete on Gareth. Pretty crazy. The stuff at the hospital in the middle, yeah, it was a little lame. I didn't really like it because I don't like Beth. I could give two shits about Beth's character. One of my least favorite characters of all time in The Walking Dead. Beth, Lori, yeah, it's kind of a toss-up. I think Beth's the worst because I can't stand her singing, but that's another topic subject. And then the second half of the season, it's got some good episodes. Nothing too crazy until we get to Conquer, which is the season finale, where just a lot of stuff happened. You learn more about the wolves. Morgan's in the episode more than like 5 minutes, and then at the end of the episode, you know, you have Reg gets killed by Pete, and then Rick kills Pete, and then Morgan's standing there. So Rick and Morgan are reunited for the first time since Clear. So, very crazy ending. Very good episode. Could have been better, though. But so, that's why that's only number 3. And here comes the top part. My second favorite season of The Walking Dead, which obviously will give you guys my favorite season. Season 6. That's right. I said 6. That means I have a new favorite season of The Walking Dead. Season 6 just had a lot of crazy things happen. The premiere, yeah, that was kind of lame. I didn't like the premiere. I don't even remember what the premiere was called, to be honest with you. But then you have the second episode of the season, JSS. The first 15 minutes of the episode are snooze fest. I'm about to post something on Facebook saying, might as well take a nap during Walking Dead tonight. Then the episode just gets crazy. The wolves take over Alexandria, or try to take over. And then the only people that you have left to really fight them off are Morgan and Carol. And that's just crazy. And then this third episode, thank you, even more action-packed. The Glenn dumpster fake-out death. The end of the episode, you have the wolves surround Rick in the RV, and the wolves are about to get Rick. Obviously, the Glenn not dying in that episode takes a lot away from it, but it was still a crazy episode. And then you have a couple slow episodes. Then you meet the Saviors in episode 6. Always accountable. Dwight and Sherry are in that episode. And then you get to the season finale, the mid-season finale, where the walkers have gotten into Alexandria, the herd of walkers. They killed Deanna, or well, she's going to be a walker. And then you come back for the mid-season premiere with No Way Out, and that's like even more crazier on a scale of 100 compared to this mid-season finale. No Way Out is my favorite episode of Walking Dead. It's just sheer craziness. A great episode, and I love it. And then the second half of the season after that, you have Not Tomorrow Yet, which I think was really good. And then, of course, you get to the mid-season, the season finale, with, of course, the cliffhanger that everybody was talking about. Who did Negan kill? So if they would have ended with showing the deaths, or one of the deaths, which I think that's what they should have done, that would have been awesome. So the beginning, the middle, and the end are okay. That's why Season 6, it just has so many crazy episodes that I had to put it at number 2. I love Season 6 of The Walking Dead. Which means, who would have thought, my favorite season of The Walking Dead, we have a new champion. Season 9. Who would have thought? I mean, when you lose so many characters, Rick, Maggie leave the show. You kill Gregory. You kill Jesus. You kill Ozzy, you kill Alec, you kill Frankie, you kill Rodney, you kill Addie, you kill Tammy Rose, you kill DJ, you kill Enid, you kill Tara, you kill Henry, you bastards. All those crazy character deaths. You meet the Whisperers. You meet how fucking sadistic Alpha is. You meet Beta, this big, tough enforcer who's just an awesome character in my opinion. You have a big fight with Beta and Daryl. You had the Scars episode where Michonne has to kill a bunch of kids and she gets branded with an axe, her and Daryl. You have Dog, and you have more of Dog, and even more of Dog, and Daryl actually has more lines, not just grunts. And then you have that episode, the Pike deaths, with all those characters dying. And then we jump back to the beginning of the season. You know, Gregory gets hung, and then you have Rick Grimes' final episode where you get the return of Shane, the return of Herschel, the return of Sasha. What a season. Who would have thought Angela Kane did such a great job? Granted, I think some of the relationships that were built in Season 9 didn't make any sense. Jadis and Father G, Enid and Eldon, Father G and Rosita, Sadiq and Rosita. Yeah, I can see that. So yeah, some of the relationships didn't make any sense. They built on Carol and Ezekiel, and by the end of the season they break them up. But what a crazy season. And in that last episode of the season, The Storm, you had the calm before with all the Pike deaths, which is absolutely insane. And The Storm didn't have any major character deaths, but there's a lot of stuff that they threw in that episode that you may have missed, and it really sets it up for Season 9. And of course they end with the radio and who's on the radio. I think a lot of you are going to be disappointed because I don't think it's going to be anybody that we know. It's just going to be another random group. But there you have it. My favorite season of The Walking Dead. Let's recap this. Number 9, Season 4. Number 8, Season 1. Number 7, Season 8. Number 6, Season 3. Number 5, Season 7. Number 4, Season 2. Number 3, Season 5. Number 2, Season 6. And number 1, Season 9. So, do your due diligence. Make sure you like or thumb up the video. If you want to thumb it down and dislike, that's up to you. Leave a comment. Argue your opinion. My throat's really dry right now after all this talking. Leave your favorite seasons. Tell me why Season 4 is a lot better than Season 7 or 8. And yeah, just participate. That's all I ask. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. And of course, I'll be back again soon with another. Peace.